Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 13th to the 19th of April 2020. We begin the week with Mercury moving into Aries, stepping over the equinox point and starting a whole new yearly cycle. So with Mercury being our perception, our ability to tune in to higher thought forms, this is a rebirth for the mind, and with the whole of the rest of April seeing a very harmonic alignment, a trine between Mars and Venus. This is very much about balancing the head and the heart. We've been taught over millennia to come from the head, and yet in 2020 the heart and the head are being rebalanced so we can live in a more holistic way. So Mercury into Aries is a very heady aspect, as there is a zodiac body. Aries is the head, all the way around to Pisces, representing the feet. So like I said last week, we do need to not fall back into living in the head. We've had many weeks off now to swim around in our imagination, in surrender and suspension, not being able to mentally control the future because we simply don't know. As things start to move again this week, by the middle of the week, the head-heart alignment needs to be kept in balance. So the heart is the master and the mind is the sharp tool to do the soul's bidding. But with Mercury in Aries, we're going to see some very quick outbursts, possibly blurting out of hidden secrets, and it's wise to keep our ears up and our perception heightened. So Monday, Tuesday, continuing our cocoon, our rebirth period, balancing the head and the heart, tuning into our true desires. Because many of us were so on the conveyor belt of life that we were giving all of our energy away to activities and projects in order to earn money, in order to survive. But now we've been stopped. This is the perfect opportunity to realign with your soul desires. Where would you like to be putting your energy going forwards? What's your time and energy worth, is what Mars and Venus are asking. I find at times like these, if we don't know where we're going forwards, which isn't ours to know just yet, go backwards. When was the last time that you stopped and made significant changes in who you are and what you appreciate, what you want to be putting your energy into, and then that led to significant changes in your decisions and therefore creating your world. So to get off the linear path, we need to go back, we need to go within and really have a look at how we're living, what our purpose is, what we really feel, what we're passionate about, and also our health as well. Working in the rat race for others can be very demanding on our energy, and that can be reflected in various states of health. So to be healthy is to be whole, and while we're suspended, have a look at where you would feel whole. What kind of environment would you like to be in? What kind of people would you like to be around? What kind of reward loop would you like to be in? Because we're definitely not going back to how things were before. This is a time of significant change and rebirth. So during this pause, really meditate on that, how you're living, what you put your energy into, how that impacts on your health, how you can return to wholeness and live a purposeful life, coming from your soul desires and energizing those. By Tuesday, Wednesday, we have two very strong aspects, taking us back to the end of March. So on Tuesday we have the Sun square Pluto. We're coming out of the suspension now, and this is a very quick energy. The Sun comes along and lights up different parts of us as it makes these sacred transitions. So Pluto's helped us to stop and die to the old, to raise our energy up, to change the ways we think and believe and perceive. So are we really ready to make those changes now? Are we ready to die to the old and to raise our energy, to step into our power and to be reinvigorated? And like I say, a very simple change there, simple change in perspective possibly, or a proof coming in that will show us the errors of our old ways of thinking and shine a light on how we can reclaim our power. Then by Wednesday we have the Sun square Jupiter. So these squares are happening in alignment with the grand conjunctions that we had at the end of March. So if you remember, in March we had Pluto and Jupiter meeting together. Now the Sun has moved around and is squaring those aspects, bringing necessary challenge, bringing us the answer if we look deeply. So this has been a forge a deep fire to find our true tone, to find our sovereignty, and to be able to amplify it. And by Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll actually have that put to work. So the last few weeks have been intense, and yet there have been moments of deep rest. And if we can honour both of these states, we'll see that the intensity is what's forging the rebirth. So it's important to rest when needed. We're preparing for something totally new, and we're entering uncharted territories. By Thursday, Friday, there's a sense of finding sanctuary and peace within. This is where we'll be creating the future from, personally and together. Are we adjusted to living in the flow? Can we live in a purposeful yet surrendered allowance of the sacred timing of these aspects? Because by the weekend the sun moves into Taurus. Taurus is always a wonderful time of year to just appreciate the present moment, the beauty, nature, love, food, music, the physical body, friendships, anything to do with the heart. So we're not ploughing forwards yet, but we're just realising that we're definitely not going backwards. The only direction is inwards. And to find that heartfelt peace and sanctuary, to honour your soul's calling. And as things do start to move, as they will in the next few weeks, just to really know ourselves, know our passion, know our purpose, and not fall back into the old ways. So some really interesting aspects there, helping us apply what we've learnt, helping us realise that this is a spiral of time. We're not just waiting to get back into linear timing, but embracing this great slowdown, this great pause, to reconfigure ourselves from the inside out. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, if you'd like to realign to your purpose, this is the perfect time to have a look at your soul plan, which is your unique birth chart, your vibrational signature, the pattern, the electromagnetic waveforms of where all the planets were when you were born. Each one of us is unique. We've been packed into a system that treats us like numbers, cogs in a wheel, in a machine. But as we're breaking free from that, do you really know yourself? So in a reading, I help you to learn how to go and find all the different planetary archetypes within you, and to reconnect to your soul plan and unlock some of its secrets. So you can learn during a reading, you can start to embrace this mystic art form. It's as old as the hills. Find your North Star and make sure that when we come out of this, you'll be aligned and centred and creating a purposeful and soulful life for yourself. So do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com. I post daily, Facebook at AstroZo, Instagram at zoehines7. These videos are on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro. And if you're busy creating your world online at the moment, and you'd like to take any of this content and use it for your websites or blogs or posts, then please do so with tags back to my social media. If you're involved in any online projects and you'd like to inject some astrological energy, I am available to collaborate. As like I say, this is the time that we really want to connect deeply, to recalibrate, to make the most of the deep changes that are going on right now. So those are the horoscopes of this week, and I'll see you next week.